Hey guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Priscilla here with a journal share for you guys. Now I know you might be a little shook. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but I am so excited to share this book with you. It is my first commission since reopening my commissions, and I hope that you guys are as excited as I am to see this. Well, I'm excited to share it. I hope you guys are excited to see it. You understand what I mean. Because it's been a minute and I just miss sharing these books with you guys, and I've been working really hard on this one, and it's kind of a little bit outside of my comfort zone, a little different than what I usually do. So I hope that you like it. So let's jump into it. The theme for this book was pop surrealism as the art form, and while being familiar with pop surrealism, I am not like super versed in pop surrealism, so it was kind of an interesting challenge for me to take this on. And there's not a lot of like resources available because the art form isn't that old, so it's a little bit cost prohibitive to obtain this stuff. I did find some cool things to put in here, so I hope that you guys are going to like that. But the girl who commissioned this, she asked for something that sort of evokes that style. She asked for blacks with some pops of color. She shared some artists that she likes with me, and I did some digging, and I think I maybe got the style across. She said something interesting in her form, which, hold on, I want to get it right, so hold on. Okay, weird edit, but it was important for me to get her words right. So she said that she wanted this book to be like a place of psychedelic dreams because she considers herself to be a very grounded person, so she wanted it to be like an escape. So I tried to get that across here. I tried to think about what I know about just regular surrealism and then apply that to the pop surrealism genre. And this is the result. So it's a nice size book. I think the spine is like 2.5 inches. A little bit chunky. Lots of fun stuff in there. It's not super chunky because I know that she's going to add more stuff in there. So I did like include some extra ephemera at the back. So once she pulls that out, she'll have plenty of space to add in her own stuff. There are 4 signatures with like almost 200 pages. So she's got lots of room to add her own things. That was the other thing. She requested a lookbook. So for those of you who have looked at my like custom request form and you're not really certain what a lookbook looks like, look at this book because it's a lookbook. Because it's got lots of space for her to add stuff of her own and stuff like that. So let's get closer because I want you guys to see what I did for this cover. I didn't really know how to get like pop surrealism across, so I got a print here from one of the artists that she sent to me that she likes. So I have, this is an actual print. It's not like something I printed. I got this off eBay. But I got this print. I thought it was really cute. She's really sweet. And so I ended up like flexing my mixed media muscles a little bit here. You guys can see that. And adding in some sparkle with some different colored rhinestones, and there's just lots of really great texture. There's like waxes and distress stain on here and all sorts of fun stuff, some crackle paint. I had a lot of fun making this cover, like just this cover piece in general, and I really like how it came out. I think it's really pretty. And then let me come back up here. I don't want to make anyone sick, so bear with me. I lowered the entire camera instead of using my zoom feature because I have a telescoping arm. And technology, right? So this book, it being a pop surreal book, I wanted it to be surreal and have that sort of surreal feel. I wanted it to have the feel that like nothing is as it seems. When you first look at something, there's something different here. So you can see for the closure, it's just a chain closure, and it's got lots of extra space for it to expand, and it opens up pretty decent. But I thought, what would make this book really surreal, like truly surreal? And also, because I knew I wanted to do something dimensional on the cover, I like to consider how that's going to affect writing in the book. So I try to avoid doing that if I know a person's going to be writing in the book a lot. I know she isn't going to be doing a lot of writing, but dimensional pieces like this can sort of hinder that process, but also like make it a little bit ginger to write. So in the thoughts of like what can make this book seem like it's not a book or something other than what you're looking at, I and this might be like the craziest thing, I've never done this before, but I had this idea immediately when she told me the theme, and here it is. I'm executing it now. So I wanted it to be surreal. So instead of opening this way, which you could unclip this and open it this way. You can also remove the cover. It opens. So it's attached there with magnets. They're pretty strong magnets. It holds on pretty well. It's not going anywhere. But just to give it that little bit of surrealism, instead of opening it a traditional way, you can now open it this way. And that brings you to the first page of the book. This also pulls back. And as you guys can see, the book lays completely flat. In fact, I think it's a little bit flatter because there's no cover piece to like hinder its opening. And then if she wants to, she can always unchain this and then set the cover piece aside. Even prop it up as its own separate art piece if she wants. There's lots of options to do here. I'm going to unhook it so that I'm not dragging it around the entire time I'm showing you guys the book. But I thought it was pretty neat, pretty fun. Nice little piece. And then, you know, if she wants to like add a picture back here or journal back there, she can. Where do I put it? So I managed to find a paper pack, which I was really surprised that was actually kind of surreal a little bit and a little bit dreamlike. It had a lot of moon elements, which isn't something she asked for, so I hope she's not like opposed to the moon. I don't know who would be, but hopefully she's not. But I did pull out like the mooniest elements. I set those aside for something else. But I thought that this pack was really cool. It's got these like sleepy desert landscapes and night skies with these fish swimming in and out. There's cats and dolphins and just sort of a strange sort of take on the landscape. It was the closest I could find to something in the genre of pop surrealism. But I like it. It's a really pretty paper pack. I don't remember the name of it. No. Sorry. I'll try to remember to write it in the description. But as you can see, there are some dyed papers here. I will link those below as well. I love this page of this girl on all these teenies, like watering this umbrella. It's so trippy and just surreal, I think, and I really enjoy it. And it sort of adds a mystical, wonderful, magical element to the book. I used some handmade papers and cut some stuff at some weird shapes to sort of draw the eye to different places, but also to get that surreal aspect across and those different elements. I sprayed and inked a bunch of pages, so there's like a mixture of distress stain, regular spray paints, like in inks, as well as just like some traditional ink. I have some brass ink that I got out for this, and I really love the way these colors came together, the way they played off each other. So you'll see some of that in here. April sent me this book. It's called like What If, I think it's called, and it has like some really strange questions, and then they illustrate it. So like some of these pages I thought were really fun, and this one went really well because it's what if the moon was a cube, and I just thought it sort of fit with the overall theme of the book and the pages. I did some stamping here. This is some jelly plate tracing paper that I did. So there's like some writable journaling space in the back, or she can add in pictures. I know she said she was going to add in lots of pictures for like her own art and stuff that she's collected. So there's plenty of space for her to do that. But I thought these were fun, and they add some like colorful, bright elements. And I just kind of love the grungy texture of them. And then here, this is a page flip out. So there is some writing space on the back, and you can see like my die cut plate. I don't know what you call those. You know, the die cutting machine plates. Has a bunch of texture on it, and it left some really interesting textures on the paper, which I thought was neat. But I wanted to use some jelly prints that I had and make this sort of dreamy cloud landscape. So she could put a picture back here and then have a little portal going to there, and then maybe journal about it over here if she wants. This is some paper that I dyed using some black grit dye, coffee, and black ink. And I love how this came out. I added, I think you guys can kind of see it. I added some mica to it. It's like an opalescent mica that's like a purple color. I don't know how well that's picking up. but I love the effect it gives the pages. It was kind of hard because, you know, like I wanted to dye paper like straight black, but then I didn't want it to be unusable. So this side she can write on, this side she can add a picture to and have that like really great shimmer in the background. I have some stickers that were sort of surreal. Some of them are abstract, but I thought that they went really well with that. And then there's some more paper that I sprayed on. And because this is a lookbook, I wanted her to have lots of space to add her own stuff. So there's a lot of these like multi-pockets. So there's a pocket there, a pocket there, and a little pocket there. And then I dyed some index cards the same way that I did that, and I'll just be dropping them in as we go. So this is a little spot for journaling space. I got this from an AI generated app that had a Surrealism setting. And I added in some keywords and got some of these really trippy, like surreal type photos that I thought would be fun to add in here. And that is a belly band. There is a little flip page here and some gray dyed paper with some really great texture on it. And then some more page to add her own stuff. And then I made these little like fabric clusters using the stuff that I used for the cover, as well as some like extra little pieces of lace and swirly stuff and some chiffon. I think that's what, I don't know what that's called. Organza, it's organza. Because it's an organza bag. You can't even see it because I'm not in frame. Sorry. But I added these little clusters. I really like the pops of colors they give to the edge here, and I think they go really nice. So I have just another sticker here. This is a pocket, I believe. Smaller? Yes. This is, no. I did it to myself. So I tried to do things that would, look one way but are actually another. So this is the pocket right here that goes this way, but this is also a tuck spot, so she could tuck something in here if she wants. But this is the pocket on the back of that like sprayed paper. And then here is some more of that paper from the paper pad with some lace trim on the edge. And like I just love how like fantastic the imagery here is. This is some vellum, like patterned vellum. And the other side of that cutout page, so she can like add a little small picture here, journal back here, whatever she wants. And there's some space for writing. And the other side of that tissue page, every signature has one like this of their own, a little jelly printed tracing paper page. And then I did a little stamping here, a little layering on the back of that grid paper. And then there is a pocket back here. So the pocket actually goes here, and then there is another additional tuck spot right here. So she can have a little bit of a system, a filing system in here. And then there is some stamping here, and the other side of that really pretty paper. And then I added in this marble paper from my stash that I just thought was really pretty and will make a good backdrop for her artwork. Another little fabric cluster, another of the tracing paper pages. I did some different mark making on these so that they all look a little bit different, and tried to keep the colors like in the same wheelhouse but a little bit different. I think this page of the sprayed pages is my favorite because like just, I don't know if you guys can see with the lighting, but like that texture is just so nice and I love it. And I love like just the way that the ink is like escaping across the page. This was like my favorite page. It was hard to let go of, but I did because I made it for her and I used her paper, so like I couldn't keep it. And then there's another great dyed page here. And some more spraying. And then here, there's a little belly band here. And then a pocket back here to tuck stuff into. I think I left this here so that I didn't forget it was a belly band. But it stays there. It's good. And then some polka dotted paper with another little pocket for her to tuck her stuff into. And this is another double pocket. And then there's some cutout here, and these are I don't think I've posted it yet. They're from like a sticky paper pack that I got and unboxed, and have these really cute little surrealist like cats in there. So I added those in. And then this is like one of my favorite pages from the paper pad. Just so pretty. With this girl like gazing out her window, and the moon is like Bruce Almighty moon sized, and she's like in this tree in the clouds. It's so gorgeous. I love this paper pad. And then there are some little tip-ins here for her to write in. This super dark page. I love the textures here. And I really like these little paper boats too. Those are super cute. And then here is the other side of the print from the cover. So I cut the page in half. This guy was also there, but I didn't want to waste him. So he's on his own little envelope. He's tucked in with these little phone recorders, so she could pop him out and put something else there if she wants to use this little print somewhere else. But it's a little top-loading envelope, so she can tuck some stuff back there on top of this really cute like goldfish in a balloon page. And then that just goes up top here. And then the paper clip will hold it in, and then she can tuck something in there. And then this is another little pocket. So there is a pocket here, a pocket back here, but it's like a tip-in type pocket. This is an illusion. I wanted to make you think it was like another typical like tuckable pocket, but it is not. It's part of the page. But you can tuck something in back there. This is another one of my little Sticky Club stickers, not from the most recent one, but this is from my personal collection of like, I must use these myself, but I thought this one with the like the hot air balloon was too perfect to not use with this paper pad. And then this says, I have absolutely no desire to fit in, which I thought went really well with just the theme of the book. And then this signature is the one that has some beads in it. So there is some like marbled onyx and this little titanium druzy bead there. Some more lace. There's a little writing space back here that's holding a card from the paper pad. And the other side of that paper boat page. And even this is so pretty. This paper is so gorgeous. And I just love the clouds in here. They sort of add to that dreamy feel that she was wanting. And then another little paper cluster, fabric cluster. And then here is the other like side of that tip-in. This has a little flip out, so she can stick something back here, stick an image here, journal back here if she wants. And it flips back in to sort of nestle right in there. And then I just did a little sticker collage on this side with these really cool, like they're black and gray scale type travel stamps, but they have like a rainbow holographic sheen on them, and I thought that was a really neat effect. And it goes really well alongside like this girl with her fish, which also matches the paper pad. This is another pocket. So this is like multi-layered, so you can stick something here. And then it also is a top loading pocket, so something can be slid back there. But we'll stick this right here for simplicity's reasons. But I thought this was really gorgeous. I used my die cut to make these, and I thought that was really fun. This really great like little bubble trim. And then this is a little tiny pocket with some flying books, and then a little bit of stamping on the back of this. I keep sliding all around. And then some more sprayed and dyed paper. This one is really cool. Like, it's just like a watery sort of effect on this page. That was really neat. And I love this eye that's like hidden in there. There's a lot of like really fun imagery hidden in these like dyed pages, and it came out really neat. So there's the other side of that tracing paper. And then this is a large print from the same pack that I got the cover image off of by Mark Ryden. That's the artist that she told me she likes. It was really, really hard for me to cut these up, and you guys will see at the end I didn't cut up the last two. I couldn't bring myself to do it. This paper, like the print is on like really great quality paper, and I was just like, oh man, like I bought it specifically to cut up, but then I was like, I can't do it. So I could only do it the once, technically twice, because I trimmed this down to fit the book, but I maintained the rest of this image. But it was hard to cut these apart. And so there's the other side, there's the back side of that. So I thought it would be cool though, because she has like some journaling space here. She can add another image back there, and then one of her favorite artists has a print in the book. And so this page with its clocks is pretty neat. And then this is another multi-pocket tuck space for her to store more stuff. So this tucks there, this tucks there. I thought I had made this tuckable. Oh, here. That's the part of like trying to make stuff that doesn't seem or appears to be one way but is another, like, because I forget what it's supposed to be. So there is a little tuckable belly band here. There is a little sticker collage back here with another one of those rainbow stickers, and then this one from my set, which I thought was pretty neat because it matches some of the other elements I pulled in for this book. And then another really beautiful dyed paper, and another one of those little surreal cat stickers. And then it says "You are amazing" here because, you know, everyone needs like a little boost in their book, a little positivity. A little cluster, some more layered stamping. This really pretty page from my stash. And then here we have just some random handmade paper, like cutouts that I cut in like odd shapes. And then back here is a her Melinda style tag that she can add some stuff to. And then in here, inside of this clock, is a tag on one of the index cards that I used another one of those AI generated little surreal pages to tuck into. And then I added this because, like, it's hard to see on camera maybe, but this is like an actual piece from like a book about art. So some artist made this and it's supposed to be sort of an optical illusion. It kind of makes my eyes hurt, but I thought it was just a really interesting piece of art, and I thought it went really well with just the theme that I was trying to evoke here, the surrealism, that sort of aspect in the book. So I thought it was just an interesting surprise piece, but I covered it up because it does get a little bit strainy on the eyes the more you look at it. And so there's some more spraying here, and then some sticker collage back here. And then this one, I think it was like, what if clouds were animals? And I just love these little shapes that they make, really cute. You get the questions for the next page on the back side, so she's missing that, but this one was really neat. And then here is another little side pocket. This one is just tiny pockets. Pockets on pockets, so there are some pockets in there. And then there's some vellum here. And then here is the Signatures dyed tracing paper, or jelly printed tissue paper. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I can't like untangle those words from my brain. But as you can see, I kept this one pretty dark in the background. So it's pretty shiny on this side, but pretty dark here. So I think it'll make a really nice like backdrop for an image. And then there's another one of these belly bands with the journaling space behind, and another one of those AI generated surreal images. And then here is a little pocket from like some scraps that I made, a little side loading pocket. There is the other little dangle charm, which also has some more onyx. And then this is like a aura, it says blue quartz on the package, but I think it's just glass, honestly. And then let me grab another index card. I have a whole stack of these. So there is a little tuck spot back here and a little pocket here. This is not a belly band, but I just tried to experiment with like the shapes I used, how I cut things out. You can't see it, what I'm pointing to, but I used the same like edge punch back here. That's better. To just play with some shapes and like get a little creative, and try to think of ways I could put windows and stuff and make things pop that didn't outside of what I would normally do. Words are really hard. I'm just like struggling today. But there is a little lace pocket here. And then this can be a little tuck spot, and that can hold something here. It's actually like a little bookmark, so it sticks out over the top of the pages. I use this really pretty like holographic rainbow. The clouds are coming, so it's about to get darker. Sorry about that. Hopefully the ring lights pick up the slack and do their job. But that's a little bookmark here so she can keep track of where she is, and it also doubles as like a tuck spot. And then there is a little multi pocket here, just holding some of the dyed index cards that I made. I wanted her to have space to add her own stuff, but also like to write little notes. I think these will be like really good ways to like, you know, jot down like who's the artist maybe, and you can stick it next to your little your picture. Or do whatever with it. Like that's just what I was thinking when I added these little index cards in. There's a little journaling space here. This is a little double pocket, overlapping pocket. So there's space to tuck behind as well if I could get there. Super complicated. It's not. It's really easy. It's just me. But there's a pocket spot there and a little pocket spot there. And then here is a little like shaker envelope that I did through vellum because I wanted it to kind of be like a, I don't know, like a dreamy panel. And then there's a little die cut in here, which has some really fun shapes, but it's actually an envelope. And inside I included a print from one of my favorite pop like surreal artists, Sandra Vargas. So this is her little Moon Boy print. Isn't he cute? I love it. I love this artist. You can find her on Etsy. There's her info if you guys want to go check out another artist in this genre. But I love her art, so I wanted to include a piece or two of hers in here. And I have a couple extra to share. Oh, but I guess I can take this out so you guys can see. You can see through it. It's really nice. It's kind of like cool just to see the light through it. But I thought it was like a little fun element to add a little bit of motion, a little shakers in there. So we'll pop him back inside before I forget. And then there's some stamping here. And on the back is the other side of that cloud page. And that just clips back on here. And some more spraying. The other side of those little cutouts. I think this would be fun to like add a little picture to. But like facing this way, so then you flip it over, you could like journal on the back, but it would look like it was part of this page. I don't know, that was just where my mind was going with some of this stuff. And there's another little cluster. And then I love like the textures that were put on here by Whimsy Workings, I think is her handle now. I will link it below so you guys can see. This is who I usually buy dyed paper from in this color. I don't often dye my own, but I did for this one. So it was kind of fun to include both. But I love like the elements and stuff in the dyed pages that she has. And there's a little flying clock to go along with the rest of them. There's the other Sandra graphic piece, like, and I put that in as a tip-in so she can journal on the back. And that girl is so cute. Little bunny girl. And then there's some space to add her pictures. And then this really great, like, I don't know, raining moon dust page from the paper pad. And then there's some more spray paper, some more of my dyed paper. A little cluster here. And then this is the last signature. So this is the last little bit of dyed tracing paper. Jelly printed tracing paper. And some of my dyed paper. I don't know what is wrong with me. I love this one because it's like the red really came through here. And I used like alcohol inks and paint and ink, just like regular ink on top of it too. And just got some really interesting things here, some really interesting textures. These are really pretty when you have like a light to hold behind it. I would show you, but I have my only handheld light is my phone. And I'm filming. Some more dyed paper. Some really pretty stamping with a butterfly. This like really groovy, like it kind of reminds me of like giraffe, but not. So I tried to follow like a little bit of the shape or the shapes that were on the page to cut this one out, and I really love how this one came out. I think it's a really interesting shape. And then I think this is like, what if frogs shoot rainbows? I don't remember what the question was, but I thought it was appropriate. I thought it fit. Maybe that's just me, but I felt like it went there. And then this is a little postcard from the kit, which is also a tip-in. The kit, the paper pad, which is also a tip-in. And it's a really cute little cat, just like eyeballing these fish. And I had to add cats because I love cats. And this is a pocket. Little mini pocket. With a little sticker collage on it. Oh wait, no it's not, it's a tuck spot. You know why? Because it's a pocket another way. Oh my god, I should have loaded these before because I forgot what I did. And I can't even fit this in here because it's a little bit too big. But this is a pocket, like a little top loading pocket. That was the point, was to make it surreal and not what it appeared to be straight off. So this is a tuck. And then it has a top loading pocket. She's gonna have to look back at this video and see all this like shenanigans that I did. It's another great dyed page. and then a little cutout, and then here is another multi-level pocket with some of that vellum with its own pattern. And there's a little tuck here. There's another little piece of that AI generated Surrealism. I just put in like sunflowers and eyeball, and that's what I got, and I love this so much. It's so cool. It's just so, I don't know the word for it, so trippy. Oh, that's what I'm struggling with. There we go. So that tucks in there, and then there's a little belly band for a little tiny tag, which is one of those rainbow stamps. Actually, I can show you now because this one will fit. I'm not going to stick it all the way in there because it would be lost forever. But yes, it is a pocket. So there's a little belly band here. It says never lose your sense of wonder, which I thought went well. And then this really great giant moon spread with some flying fish. And light bulbs. At first I thought these were like lightning bugs, but they're actually just light bulbs, which I enjoy even more for the illusion. But then like here, they're lightning bugs, so you know. And then the other side of that printed vellum with some stamping here. And then here is another little multi-layer pocket. This is actually the pocket up top here. So that tucks in there instead of tucking in back here. And I think that's fun. And then I did leave myself a hint here because I knew I was going to forget. But this pocket actually loads from the bottom, so there is some space to add a tag in back here. And I'm going to leave that there because this book shouldn't be like a mystery for her. Completely, at least. And then there is some stenciling back here, a little sticker, and then this little circle cutout for her to journal into, and some really great textured sprayed paper, some dyed paper, and then another little multi-level pocket. Sorry, I'm getting another index card. So there is a little tuck spot here, and then I believe, unless I went down, that this is also a little tuckable spot. So leave that there for her. And then just the other side of those cutouts. This says always be on the lookout for the presence of wonder, which I thought went well with this. But look at this rainbow frog. I love that. I love it so much. And then go through here. The last little bit of trim on the page. For the final page, that's what we have. And then I included back here, oh, I got like some ink on it, I'll wipe that off in a minute, 2 of the prints that I had in the set that I got from eBay, that I could not bring myself to cut up. I thought they were really interesting. They're both Mark Ryden prints, and they have their little official seal. And then in the back here is an expandable little multi-level pocket with a little sticker collage down here as well. And there are some more of these like Franken tags that I made with scraps of paper from the book. And then there's a Hermelinda tag that I made with some of the leftover spray pages I had. She can flip this the other way around if she wants to, but I like this side. I thought it would be fun to put the image here and then just add like a little piece of paper, maybe one of the index cards that I included, and then she can journal on top. There is a little tiny tuck spot here for a little tiny index card tag. And then there is another one of those little Hermelinda style tags. This is the same paper that I used for the inside covers. And some more of these tags. I really love how these came out. I think they're really fun and a really great way to use up the scraps. And then there are some giant tags in the very way back. And they're all backed, so they'll be able to hold some journaling and some imagery, whatever she wants to use. And so those were really fun. And like I said, the pocket is expandable. So once she gets through using these or she pulls these out, she's got lots of space to add in her own artwork or things that she wants to use while she's journaling, which is especially handy, like if she travels with it or something. She can store some stuff back there that she wants to use. And then it's got some levels, so she can keep her stuff sorted by size or however she wants. But yeah, this was really fun. I had a lot of fun making this. It was kind of a little good like creative exercise stretch, a little bit outside of what I usually do. But I thought it was really fun. I hope that the messaging comes across, that, you know, like what I'm trying to achieve here comes across, and I hope that she loves it. If you're seeing this, it's already on its way to her. And yeah, that's it. You guys, if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate your faces. There's going to be some more books coming up soon. I have a really started on my next commission already, so I am probably going to be showing you guys some more stuff from there. That's going to have more shareable stuff than this one did, because it's going to be a much bigger project. Not necessarily bigger, more involved, because she wanted a lot more like chunky embellishments, and that's the kind of stuff that you guys like to see. So I will have some more of that kind of stuff to share. If you can think of anything you would like me to share from this book in particular, let me know in the comments below, because I would be happy to share that with you. This book was really fun, and I used a lot of different things that I don't typically use, and I had a good time making it. So I'm just excited for her to see it. Excited that it's finished, and I'm excited that you guys watched it and hung out with me. So until next time, guys, I appreciate your faces. Bye.